Hey there, welcome back to the Quick List. Today we're going to talk about something that affects many people: constipation. Constipation is a common digestive problem that can cause discomfort and even pain. And while there are many factors that can contribute to constipation, today we're going to focus on one of the main culprits: the foods we eat. So, let's dive into the 5 worst foods for constipation. Cheese. Cheese is a popular food item that many people love. However, it can be a big problem when it comes to constipation. This is because cheese is high in fat and low in fiber. Fat can slow down digestion, while fiber helps to move waste through the digestive system. So, if you're a big cheese lover, you may want to cut back or try lower fat options. One way to reduce your intake of cheese is to look for alternatives that are lower in fat and higher in fiber. For example, you can try using hummus or avocado as a spread instead of cheese, or you can use nutritional yeast as a cheese substitute. You can also try eating cheese in moderation and balancing it out with high-fiber foods like fruits and vegetables. Processed foods. Processed foods like chips, cookies, and frozen meals can also cause constipation. These foods are often high in fat, sugar, and preservatives. They're also typically low in fiber, which is essential for healthy digestion. Eating too many processed foods can also lead to weight gain, which is another risk factor for constipation. To reduce your intake of processed foods, try to stick to whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. When you do eat processed foods, try to choose options that are low in fat and sugar, and that contain some fiber. For example, you can try snacking on whole grain crackers with hummus, or eating a frozen meal that contains vegetables and whole grains. Red meat. Red meat, like beef and pork, can be difficult to digest and lead to constipation. This is because it's high in fat and protein, both of which can slow down digestion. In addition to causing constipation, eating too much red meat has also been linked to an increased risk of heart disease and other health problems. To reduce your intake of red meat, try to limit your consumption to once or twice a week. You can also opt for leaner cuts of meat, such as sirloin or flank steak, or try plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, and tofu. Fried foods. Fried foods like French fries and fried chicken can also cause constipation. These foods are high in fat and low in fiber, which can be a bad combination for digestion. They're also often high in salt, which can dehydrate the body and contribute to constipation. To reduce your intake of fried foods, try to limit your consumption to once or twice a week. You can also try healthier cooking methods like baking, grilling, or steaming. For example, instead of French fries, you can try baking sweet potato wedges in the oven, or instead of fried chicken, you can try grilling or baking chicken breasts. White bread and pasta. Finally, white bread and pasta can also be a problem for people with constipation. This is because they're made from refined flour, which means they're low in fiber. If you want to avoid constipation, it's best to choose whole grain bread and pasta instead. These foods are higher in fiber and other nutrients that promote healthy digestion. To increase your intake of fiber, you can also incorporate other high-fiber foods into your diet, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats. You can also try using whole grain bread for sandwiches, or swapping out regular pasta for whole wheat pasta in your favorite recipes. So there you have it, the 5 worst foods for constipation. While it's not always easy to avoid these foods, it's important to be mindful of what you eat and how it affects your digestion. If you do experience constipation, there are many natural remedies and lifestyle changes that can help, including staying hydrated, exercising regularly, and increasing your fiber intake. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Quick List for more health tips and advice.